Hello guys, welcome back to the stream. It's a Friday, our final day of streaming for this week. We've got some signals coming for you soon to demonstrate how they work. But what we're going to be doing is from our signals channel that operates utilizing our Solvent GPT platform, we have trading signals coming out. We've already had one this morning, about 2 minutes ago, but we should be waiting for the second one today, and we'll see how this goes. It's been working superbly for us. What I mean by that is about 86% of our trades have been successful. Every day has been profitable. So, we're able to manage our risks as well and adjust our stop losses quite easily. So let's dive straight into it. While we're waiting for the next signal, because markets just opened and a lot of volume is flowing in, but what I'll do is just show you a little bit of what the platform can do. So if you've got no idea what you're doing for the day for trading, you can ask the system, give me the best stocks to scalp today. With the highest yields. Let's see, that first trade was on the, I believe, US 30. Let me see. Yep, US 30. And it's up 700 pips at the moment. Let's have a look. Yeah. So here's what the trade was. It was entered down here, and it's just climbed all the way up now. But not to worry, we're going to have a few more signals. I estimate about 4 or 5 more for today. You can see here, it's given us the major tech stocks, some of the Mag 7s here, but we'll ask, give me the best. We'll find something a bit more niche. Give me the best, let's say penny stocks to trade that will boom in the next 6 months, something like that. So you can use this to find stocks. You can ask it, which ones will have a bullish trend over the next, sort of certain period that you are interested in. We have a few here, some smaller companies that I've never seen before. Here we go. I mean, let's see what we can get out of this. Show me a chart of Bitfarms. So this is pulling this from TradingView, directly from TradingView, this chart. And okay, it's relatively promising. If we move to a 1 week, let's see. Yeah, look at that. So the price back in 21 was $9.26. It completely dropped down to, wow, 30 cents. Climbed back up in early 2024 to around $3, and now it's all the way back down to that sort of $1 or even less than $1. But it seems to be climbing up again. Tell me why Bitfarms is a good stock to invest in, and with a 10,000 with a dollar sign, $10,000 account, how much should I allocate to this stock? I mean, you know, it comes down to your sort of risk appetite, but we'll see what it says. While that sort of thinks for itself, let me show you what I mean by our signals channel. So this here is a chat which you can subscribe to. Every day it gives you information, you know, the latest news, how that's going to impact certain stocks, which stocks we aim to trade in regards to that. And you can see right here, this was our first one. So that's pulled it straight from the GPT that we have, that you're seeing here. And it tells you exactly where to enter and exit. There you go. Okay, what does it say about Bitfarms? It's talking about their efficiency improvements and their expansion, you know, the macroscope of the high growth sector that they reside in, as well as, you know, answering our question as to how much we should allocate in our portfolio. So with a $10,000 account, it says a modest portion of your portfolio, such as 5 to 10%, about $500 to $1,000, can provide exposure to percent. Okay. If I were to invest 500, so this is with a lower risk appetite into Bitfarms, what is the estimated returns and for what time frame? How long before investment comes to fruition? Right, and so the reason why it's able to do this is it has data from all across the financial industry. So the SEC, LinkedIn, Bloomberg, you know, and each one of these sources, it has a very comprehensive and extensive list of information from each of these sources. Axiom, Crunchbase, I mean, you name it, and the systems most likely got it. So, okay, I've just received notification for US 500. Just waiting for a reversal. Waiting for a reversal. And if you guys have any tickers, any stocks that you're looking at, perhaps, you know, long-term investments that you're unsure of, and want to do some fundamental analysis on them, just drop them in the comments and I will ask the platform any of your queries, or, you know, I'll formulate one for myself, one that can possibly provide you some value. Right, so it looks like we do have a reversal here. Go 300 contracts. yeah, we're not doing $5 stop loss. We're just gonna prepare. For when signal comes in. See, it looks like it's already climbed quite a bit. A little bit. Ooh, okay. Could be a good entry. But we'll sit on this. We'll wait. Just to quickly divert your attention here. Look at that dropping. So to divert your attention here, it looks like
That client review was brutal.
We're gonna be underwater for weeks.
price targets,
already so
it says
pruny.
around $4 to $6, looks like this range here. And the coin codex forecast as well. Average price of $1.23, $1.28 we're seeing August 2025. But the next 6 months we could be looking at a 25% increase. Okay, we're just still waiting for the reversal here. What is the 1 year prediction for Bitfarms? Still waiting on this, you know, it's very choppy, very volatile markets. Okay, we have an entry here. An entry at 5476. Exit at 547. To sell. There we go. So we're in. We're going to add our stop loss at 5485. Let's have a look again. So we entered, yeah, in a pretty good position. 5477. Where it says 5476 signal. It's a bit difficult to see, but that's the format. You're very easy. Ticker, entry, exit, recommendation, which is a sell. Here we go. We're up $1,000 here. Exit 5470. Just monitor this. We're gonna move our stop loss down to 5477. To minimize our risk, because it's already dropped quite significantly. Oh, well, let's hit our stop loss. That's okay. Well, I mean, I think I could have been less aggressive with moving the stop loss down, but it's fine. That's all right. Let's see. climbing back up now. It didn't hit the take profit, but it's fine. We're neutral with this one. It's good. Because look, this would have been, if we hadn't moved the stop loss, what was the given stop loss? It was 5485, which it's surpassed already. So had we not moved that, it would have been a loss for a trade, but we've moved it into a neutral. So we'll wait for the next signal. Yeah. And that's what we've been given here. We've been told it's a neutral trade. Neutral. You can see how easy it is to use. Just wait for it, wait for the notification. You see it here on your phone. And then you do exactly what it says. You just put the take profit, stop loss, it's just 8 numbers. That's it. Looks like it's dropping further now. Yeah, 5485. I just want to see. Yeah. Okay, just to bring you back here. So 12-month price target is $5. This implies a potential upside of approximately almost 400%. Consensus rating is a strong buy. That's for Wall Street Zen, and then Coin Codex says between $1.09 and $1.25. And then AIPickup.com says they have a more optimistic projection of about $6.81 by February next year. So these are all, even here, stock analysis says 4.5%. All very strong buys. I think this is one that I'd add to my portfolio personally. Let's just quickly look. What is it exactly? Just adjusting my phone. But what is it exactly that Bitfarms do? Who are their competitors and decision makers? What puts them in a position of high growth projection? We've asked a few questions there, but it's okay. The GPT can recognize that, and it'll answer it accordingly. But very consistent movement here on the US 500. It's sort of, you can see, drops down, recovers a little bit, drops down, recovers a little bit, drops down, recovers. I'm guessing, that's something we can sort of profit off of.
I was 13 and I turned 14.
Right, so back to Bitfarms. It says established in 2017 in Toronto. They have 12 data centers. These facilities are powered by 75% renewable energy sources. What else? Key competitors, Riot Platforms. A few US companies here. leadership team. Bitfarms' executive team comprises of experienced professionals. So you have this individual, the CEO. Oh, it's from Hong Kong. Big up Hong Kong. Let's see. CFO. He's got experience in bringing companies to the public market. Okay, what else? Why they projected to grow by 4.500%? Bitfarms has developed a 120 megawatt Bitcoin data center in Pennsylvania. What else have they done? 70% renewables, and they've got strategic acquisition as well. Let's just see. Data center company. This will be big. Okay, I can already tell this will be a good investment. Just because they're positioned in Canada. It seems like most of their competition is in the US, and just because of the conflict going on between the two countries, that could sort of segregate the influence and sort of the game theory that they have on each other. Let's see what other. A list of all their closest competition. And they're also priced under $1, previously at $9. So I genuinely am going to put about $200 into this, just something small. We'll see what happens. Let's see what other competition they have. Okay, so yeah, it's pretty much all the same companies that it's given us before. Including a withdrawn $950 million acquisition offer and subsequent efforts to secure board representation. Very, very interesting. Let's have a look, because I actually invested in IonQ about $1,000 back in mid-2023, I believe. I got it for about $9. This is all okay. Let's move this back. Monday. Let's see a day. Yeah. So I believe it was around. Was it 23? Yeah, around here. I climbed, about $19, came back down. I held my position, and then it came all the way back up to $16. Oh, yeah, I thought that looked wrong. So it was at $50. I had actually sold at 30. Sold at 30 here. Actually right around this time as well, yeah. And it shot up to 50. And it's come back down. But I think that could make a pretty good recovery. But what I'm trying to say here is, you saw this hike up here to $19 or $20, came all the way back down. And just before it was about to soar up to $50, it was sort of stagnating for almost 6 months. Yeah. Probably even more than that. So I believe that's sort of what we're seeing here with Bitfarms. This is when all the sort of quantum computing recognition came around. Changes to a day. Yeah, you can see this high up here. I would almost relate that to what we saw back here, right? And then it came back down to 70 cents. And I think it's just, you know, I think it's gonna climb. But $1.25, that's up here. I don't know, I think it could recover actually. Let's see. This is a good stock. Okay. Let's see what the trusty VSLRC says. Okay, a little bit of green there. It is quite dark hue of yellow, almost brown, I'd say. I'll keep my eye on this. I recommend that you guys do as well. This is a pretty interesting stock. Anyways, so okay, nothing coming in from the signals channel yet. Let's just have a wait. In the meantime, what I'll do is let's start a new chat here. And that just means starting a new chat just means opening up another conversation with the AI. So this refreshes everything, you know, clean slate, all the memory, because what it does is it's got a short-term memory. So anything within a chat, you know, a conversation that you're saying, it's going to remember it and you know, sort of coalesce that with the context that you're giving it in your prompts. Let's see. Let's ask it. Give me, or let's do an analysis on the sports investment market. Where can be made, and is there a way to invest in it directly? Something like this. It's a big niche sector, but you know, we can test the GP out. Okay. So it's projected to expand, you know, the global sports market from $500 billion to about 60% of $1 trillion by 2029. That's a CAGR of 5.8%. Key investment trends, women's sports, yeah, that's going to have huge growth. Private equity involvement, that one's big as well. I know there's a company, a private equity company called Arctos, that is leading the sort of private equity investment in sports. And so they're a pretty good company to have a look at. Emerging sports, all these sports I'm not very fond of.
Now it's even easier to sell for free on eBay.
Media
I was
rights as
thinking,
well.
maybe I should
So,
sell that
you know,
juicer we've
that's
used
a
a
big,
grand total of once. Or
big
the shirt
market.
I've been saying I'll wear for the last 2 years, but
AR
never
and
have.
VR,
Or
yep.
that tiger cushion the dog barks
Challenges
at
and
every time he's in the
considerations.
lounge. Oh, is that it again? No, Bertie! With
Okay, so multi-team ownership. Firms like Silver Lake League Investments, so that's the entire league as a whole, and CVC Capital Partners. Yeah, so this is one of the firms that I mentioned, Arctos, Carlyle Group, of course, Bluestone Equity Partners as well. Achieved an impressive internal rate of return of 41% invested in sports. It's quite impressive. What is the market psychology of the retail trading market like today? Okay, majority of retail investors anticipate higher stock market performance over the next year. For instance, a Finami survey related 71% of retail investors expected higher global returns of 54%, planning to invest at least 10,000 in the coming year. That is fueled by AI. So a lot of people, you know, still saying it's a growth market, not just a bubble. Survey by eToro found that 60% of retail investors expect AI stocks to appreciate, although only 22% currently have exposure to this sector. This outlook is partnered with concerns. Consumer sentiment index fell to 71.1 from 74. 24% of retail investors citing it as their primary worry for their portfolios in 2025. about the market. Trading psychology for today. I've just asked it a question saying, give me a concise list of crypto projects that are projected to yield 1,000% or more in the next year. Right, so we have a pretty good list here. That's a lot more than I was expecting, to be honest. I've had a look at Oral One. I've had a look at Dex Plus before. Oh, we've got a signal coming in. Let's see what it is. Cubetics is a very interesting one as well. We've been monitoring them for quite a while now, ever since November. Pay by card now, and but we'll get to that. Let's just wait for the signal. Here we go. Got a buy. US 30, let's do yes. About 50. Take profit of 39970. 370. We've got a stop loss of 39900. Go. Shooting up. Let's move it up to 39910. There we go. Hit our take profit. And we made $850. Nicely done. Means, yeah, we're up today. $880 today. And if we were to leverage a proprietary trading firm and access their capital, 880. That means that's about $600. $660 into our bank account for today. Oh, nice. It hit our take profit and rocketed straight down. But this shows why you have to be very cautious, but also on point with receiving these signals. Because if you were 2 minutes late, you would have probably entered up here, made nothing, waited, and it would have came all the way down to where that stop loss is. Stop loss is at 39900. We've got another one for the US 30 coming in. Here we go. Let's see what the signal is. I don't want to get too distracted here with what it's given us about Qubetics, because we are waiting for a signal and we want to be there the second that it comes out. So Key features of Kubetics. Wow. 20,000 holders with $13.5 million raised. Real world asset tokenization. You've got Cube Code, which is development environment, simplifies the creation of decentralized applications, okay, aiming to make blockchain development more accessible. Decentralized VPN, I think this is one of their proprietary technologies. Simplifies the creation of decentralized apps, aiming to make blockchain more accessible, and then service designed to provide secure and private internet access, particularly beneficial in regions with stringent online restrictions. Another signal here, we've got a cell at 3986. Oof, it's just shooting right down. We'll leave that trade. That's our hour for today. Thank you very much, guys, for tuning in. We'll be back next Monday at market open, 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. So thank you for tuning in. Have a blessed weekend, and yeah.